Wednesday, April 6th at 7 p.m. in the Winston Room, debates for the student delegate to the Board of Trustees was held. As a St. Lawrence student, Anna Laurentian, it is up to you to make an informed decision and vote today. Obligations as the student delegate to the Board of Trustees include the following: attending all of the Board of Trustees meetings, to report back to the Senate with the minutes and the developments achieved at the meetings, and to be part of the university's planning, priorities, building and grounds committees. The student elected for this position will be representing on behalf of the entire student body. So take a look at the debates and then you decide who is the best candidate. Matthew DeLuca, Charles Tucker Doherty, Igor Kutajic, and Wyatt McKibben need 647 votes to legitimize the election. You have until midnight, Friday, April 15th. Please take the time now to watch the debates.
Each candidate is given 3 minutes for introductory remarks. After, we'll move into a round of questions. Following that, we will have one more question from Alina Miska, the student delegate to the Board of Trustees at this time, and then our president will ask one more question at the end. Each candidate will give 2 minutes to respond, and we will conclude with a 1 minute brief statement at the end. All right, we'll start with Matt DeLuca and his opening statement.
Hi, I'm Matt DeLuca, and I just want to thank you all for coming out tonight and watching the student delegate based for the Board of Trustees. Initially, I would like to work with the dialogue between the administration and the student body, and I'll strive to be an accurate voice for the student body. In conjunction with the Board of Trustees, I would like to work to improve, first, the residence hall conditions, because I feel like we have such beautiful candidates here that our residence hall should portray that. And secondly, the student participation at Thelmo, and I would like to strengthen that by opening up some more panel discussions, because I feel like there's a slight disconnect between the student body and the administration, and I feel like with open panel discussions, it will allow the student body to initially just voice their opinion directly to the administration. That will strengthen the relationship. And third, I'd like to expand the dining facilities on campus, initially by starting out and utilizing the cafe in the basement of ODY, because I feel like the students here, we've just outgrown the current dining facilities on campus. And at St. Lawrence, currently I'm the sports editor for the Hill News. I am an international sport resident. I'm a member of the men's varsity baseball team, and I'm an athletic department employee. Next semester, I'll be a community assistant. And I feel like all of these opportunities have allowed me to gain valuable experience that has taught me to budget my time wisely, and I feel like I can only participate in activities that I will fully dedicate myself to. So I just wanted to, again, thank you all for coming to the debate, and I would really appreciate your support.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. It's an exciting process for the candidates involved, and I think I can speak on everyone's behalf. It's exciting to have all you here. First of all, just to give a little bit of background about who I am. My name is Tucker Doherty. I'm currently a junior in a government major here at St. Lawrence. And I was raised by Saints. Both my parents were graduates of St. Lawrence. And to say the least, I've gained a lot of exposure to the university over the years. Whether that's through just hearing about how the school was when they were here, where they saw it go, where it is now, and where they think it can go is a unique perspective. Having said that, I've also gained my own experience having been a student here for the past 2.5 years. I think one of the greatest things about St. Lawrence is that we're a small liberal arts school, which gives students the opportunity to be able to interact not only with their professors in a small classroom type environment, but also through positions like the Board of the Student Delegate, as well as other channels, specifically being the open door policy introduced by President Fox, to be able to reach the upper echelons of kind of the decision-making body of St. Lawrence. I think given the opportunity, I try to convey obviously the general perspective of students, specifically with committees and various student activities on campus, but also present a number of my own objectives. Those specifically being the promotion of student life, whether that's the embracing of the Greek life, as well as Club 56, seeing the second phases of that, and making it more attractive to the average student. Also, something that actually was introduced by my parents is a possible renovation of Heron Hall. For those of you who don't know, it's the red building to the right of the library, and I think it's part of our history and would be an extremely it's a great opportunity to be able to make it into some type of a reading room or something where students would be able to utilize it. Apart from that, I love the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the day. Thank you.
Mic check. Am I too loud? Well, thank you all for coming tonight. My name is Igor Kurtigic, Nicole, and I'm a junior at this great college of ours. I'm also an international student from Croatia, pursuing a major in international economics, as well as in German, as well as a minor in European studies. Ever since I came to school, I've been actively involved in a variety of different activities and student organizations, such as the Investment Club, where I serve as a junior analyst, and the Upbeats a cappella, where I'm doing human percussion, or beatbox, as we also call it. Some of you might have heard. I've been active in the first year council, which we all know what it's about, basically a leadership sort of organization for freshmen. Intramural soccer, Amnesty International, and I'm currently serving as president of the European Student Organization and the German Club, which I'm also founder of. I've talked to a significant number of students over the past 2 weeks, and in order to understand their concerns with issues concerning campus life, student life, I've come across a couple answers. Their feedback has been very helpful for the preparation of my campaign. And acknowledging these concerns, as a student delegate, I will be eager to address some of these issues. And these issues are, well, first one would be improving participation of students in the student government, or Thelmo, which Matthew actually also brought up earlier. Many students don't seem to understand what Thelmo is really all about, and don't really get what's going on campus related to Thelmo. So I feel like the transparency of the organization needs to be raised to a more appropriate level. I would help to increase the number of study abroad programs in the school, or increase the availability for the programs that already exist. I've talked to a couple of students, and they feel very frustrated about the fact that certain GPA requirements don't allow them to go abroad. And I feel like every student at SLU should have the chance to go abroad. I think participation rate at abroad programs is more than 50%, and the national average is around 5%. So I think every student should have the opportunity. I think that's what makes SLU a very unique school in many ways. I would also help facilitate the return of Greek life. And another
30 seconds.
Oh, thanks. Another point would be strengthening the relationship between alumni and the school and the administration to ensure better career opportunities, especially at a time like this where it is very much needed, with unemployment high and new hiring low. Basically, as a student delegate, I would be eager to represent you, the student body, and address your concerns. Thank you for your support.
King's Speech. I'm Wyatt. Most of you know me, hopefully. I got second place in the presidential election. Pretty much since I showed up here, I've been involved in Thelmo, student government in one way or another. I was sophomore class president. I've been on ACE almost as long as I've been on Thelmo, in an exec role, one shape or another. I'm on the ski team. So, I don't know, I like to think of myself as involved on campus. And I believe that student government is probably one of the most important aspects of that. I guess the biggest reason that I'm running for this position right now is because I think St. Lawrence is at a pretty crucial moment. We took a substantial hit with the recession, as I'm sure you all know, and unless some significant changes are made now, we face a somewhat bleak future. In the next several years, it's forecasted that we're going to be operating at around $5 million deficit, which is not in any way sustainable, and that's probably the most important issue that our school has faced in several decades, if not its history. And while this is pretty bleak, as I mentioned, I'm hopeful. I think that the choice isn't whether or not we change the way we operate, it's how we change. And